Have you ever been on a boat, either in a river or on a lake, and all of a sudden in the distance you see a dark shadow going with the flow of the water? And you sit there and you wonder, I wonder if that's an alligator or a crocodile. But then again, you don't know how to determine the difference between an alligator or a crocodile. So today I want to give you a little bit of information to be able to determine the difference in them whenever you're out on the waterways. So to start off with, I want to talk about an alligator. To be able to determine what an alligator looks like or the difference between an alligator and a crocodile, the first thing you need to look at is their snouts. So for an alligator, they have a shorter, wider snout than what a crocodile does. Also, on an alligator, they have more of a U-shaped snout. Whereas on a crocodile, the crocodile snout is a lot longer and it's more narrow, which gives it a V shape. So at the top of its snout, it looks more like a V. Then the next thing you need to look at is their teeth. So on an alligator, their upper jaw is a lot wider than their lower jaw. So whenever they bite their snouts down together and you're trying to see if you can find their teeth, you can't see their teeth because it's hidden. Just like our mouths. Whenever we close our top lip and our bottom lip, you can't see our teeth anymore. But on a crocodile, their teeth have been seen. And it looks like they're having a grin, but they're not grinning. It's just because their upper jaw is a lot bigger than their lower jaw, which means the fourth tooth on each side of a crocodile eventually will hang out so it looks like they're grinning. Here in this picture I have, you can see on a crocodile, the upper jaw does not lock with the lower jaw, which means that you can see their teeth. Whereas on a alligator, you can't see their teeth. So it's just like a human mouth, like I said before. Then the next thing you need to know is the habitat that each of the reptiles live in. So for an alligator, they like to live more in freshwater, marshes, swamps, and lakes. They like to live in darker water, but a crocodile would rather live in lighter water, such as live in saltwater areas. And in the colored water, it really gives them a camouflage look due to the skin tone that they have. So for the skins of alligators, you have darker skin. In the darker skin, it makes them have a grayish black coat, which really helps them because they like to live in darker water. So in a darker water, they're also can be known as camouflage. Here is a picture I have of what an alligator looks like. And this is an adult alligator only because the skin tone is a grayish black, and you can also tell it's an alligator because of how their snout is. It has a U-shaped snout and their teeth are hidden. And then for a crocodile, their skin tone is like tan, so it looks more like camouflage. Because they like to live in lighter water, it helps them hide themselves. So in this picture I have right here, you can see that a crocodile's skin tone is a light brown, and it's laying there in a lighter colored water, not really dark, and it's kind of blending in. And then you can tell that it is a crocodile due to the shape of their snout and their teeth hanging from the side. But there's also an interesting fact about alligators. So for the female alligators, they usually are known to mate with the same male time after time after time, and they like to swim near each other. Whereas a crocodile, they don't mate with the same male at a time, and they go their own separate ways after they've had their eggs. And then some of the similarities between an alligator and a crocodile. So for both of them, they both eat anything, going from a fish to a turtle to a buffalo to an antelope. If they feel like they're being attacked, they go right in there and they get them. And then they both don't really like to chew their food up. Instead, they want to get it and swallow it. I mean, they'll chew it, but they won't chew it completely. They would rather just swallow it whole. And then the next thing is they're both in the reptile families. And they both also have the DPRs, which is a dermal pressure receptor, which helps them whenever they're in water. It helps them detect where their prey are. So whenever you really want to know the difference between a crocodile and alligator, just look at the snouts and their teeth, that and the color of their skin. If it's light brown and it's camouflaged in the water, then it's a crocodile. If it has a V-shaped snout, then that's a crocodile. If their teeth are hidden, then you definitely know that you've seen an alligator. And if it blends in with the water, dark water, and has a grayish black skin coat, then you know that's an alligator. So next time you're out on the waterways and you're trying to determine the difference between an alligator or a crocodile, just know those differences and similarities and you should be able to be on your way. Thanks, guys.